I know what you're trying to do, as we talked about going through here, is identify, what's broken, how do we fix it, what else could be fixed at the same time, what would it order of magnitude cost of doing that. And then as you're going through the evaluation, there's 3 levels. Remember our audiences. Our leadership wants to make sure that this is going to be falling in line with their corporate objectives. Our management want to make sure that this is going to enable us to optimize our standard processes. From a tactical level, our staff, frontline staff, need the capabilities to be able to excel at their role and to do so in a meaningful way. And then once we've selected a solution to minimize risk, we need to know, can this solution do what we need it to do? Can we, as an organization, do we have the skills and the resources to fully adopt this? And can our solution provider enable us and support us to fully take advantage of that ERP solution? How we work on 3Value to help folks through this process is when they're defining requirements, we try to be a sherpa and help them up the mountain of indecision and opportunities and help them identify a value cost ratio. And what do I mean by the value cost ratio? If something costs, let's say, $40,000, is that expensive or is that cheap? Well, if it's solving a $4 million problem, it's very cheap, and let's go. If it's solving a $4 or $400 problem, then it's probably not a good deal at all. And so our team work with our prospective clients to help identify, what is the things you're trying to fix, what is the cost of that, and what's the cost of being able to solve those. Is there a value cost ratio that's acceptable? For us, we always look to provide at least 100% ROI within 12 months of one of our clients going live with an Acumatica Cloud ERP, for example. And if we aren't able to provide that kind of value cost ratio, then we might not be the right solution provider, the right Sherpa, or maybe it's not the right time to look at a solution like Acumatica Cloud ERP or CAD Talk. Another thing that we look for in as a consumer, you should be looking at is a culture fit. When you're buying these solutions, it's not for just a day. You're starting a very long-term relationship, and so having a culture fit matters. Of course, is the budget authority needs a timeline in place? If not, maybe it's not time to address this particular situation. If it is, from our side, we're looking at trying to map your feature requests to capabilities so that we can do that 100% value ROI. We can enable your C-levels to meet their corporate strategic objectives. In terms of minimizing risk, at that point, if we've accomplished all this, it's a matter of just confirming that we've done all the right things. We've done the homework to make sure that nothing's been missed. We reconfirm that we are going to be mutually good business partners in moving forward, and that there is a compelling whole solution. Specifically, what happens in that defining requirements, we'll have one of our sales professionals work with a prospective client and talk about I put the whys, whats, and whens. What's broken? Why are you looking for a new solution? When do you need to have it resolved? That kind of thing. They'll give a high-level product demonstration to help show a little bit of the art of the possible, and then build a collaborative evaluation plan, which is what are the steps that we can go through together to see, can we provide you with a solution that gets what you need with the right value cost ratio? If we can't at any point, we shake hands and go our separate ways. So the next step in terms of evaluating solutions, we have what we call a show and ask, where we will work with each of the functional areas of an organization, ask them to show us what is called current state. What are you guys doing today? What kind of applications are you using? What kind of manual processes are you having? Are there any data silos? And what is the impact to the organization? And try to help them get to some dollars and hours quantification of what is it costing to do to not fix and resolve the problems today. Then we show them the art of a possible with a CAD talk based solution, with an Acumatica based solution. Here's the art of the possible. Here's what we could address for you. And then work on a crawl, walk, run adoption strategy. What would be the minimum viable solution or crawl adoption that would get you the bare minimum of what you need to get going so that you can have a win, you can get on the road to really solving a ton of things and providing a platform for growth. Likewise, what would the walk, the run, the fly adoption of these technologies look like for you? And we do that by functional area. And so by the time we're done, as part of that collaborative evaluation plan, we mutually have a great understanding. Can the technology provide what the organization needs? What would that look like in terms of adoption stages? And then from there, it's a matter of going to the executives, showing them the homework that we have collaboratively done. Typically, we'll show the executives a 3-point demonstration that includes dashboards to show them that we can get them that real-time visibility, show them that this can be done on a device of their choice, whether that's a smartphone, a tablet, or a PC, and then walk them through the art of the possible in terms of practical AI, which is I know something we're all coming to grips with on how to address. And then from there, go through and review the proposed solution in terms of what that crawl or minimum viable solution looks like versus the walk stage, versus the run stage, versus the fly stage. So that's how we work with clients to allow them to have a collaborative evaluation rather than putting the onus on them to have to do this all on their own, and hope that as they're going through the process that there aren't hallucinations, there aren't non-comparables, that they aren't missing things. By working with someone like 3Value, working with software publishers like CAD Talk and Acumatica, you're going to be able to minimize the risks and be able to have a higher probability of making your various audiences happy.